Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. Picture this, a serene lakefront lodge, the sun setting over the water, and me just trying to host a high-stakes meeting with a lieutenant general. Sounds peaceful, right? Wrong. Because out of nowhere, an HOA Karen, yes, that kind of Karen, shows up, waving a gun, ready to ruin everything. And here's the kicker. She had no idea who was inside. Buckle up, because this story is wild, and it's got an ending that'll leave your jaw on the floor. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. So, let me set the scene. My name's Ethan, 32 years old, former military contractor turned real estate investor. A few months ago, I bought this gorgeous lakefront lodge in a gated community called Willow Lake Estates. It's the kind of place you see in travel magazines. Crystal clear water, towering pines, and a vibe that screams, getaway. I planned to turn it into a high-end Airbnb, but first, I needed to seal a deal that could change my life. See, I'd been in talks with Lieutenant General Marcus Kane. Yes, a real 3-star general, retired but still a big deal in defense circles. He wanted to use my lodge for a discreet meeting with some private security firms. The kind of meeting where NDAs are thicker than a phone book and the stakes are sky high. If this went well, it could mean contracts worth millions. I was nervous but pumped. The day of the meeting, I'm at the lodge early, setting up. The place is pristine, hardwood floors gleaming, a fire crackling in the stone fireplace, and a charcuterie board that could make Gordon Ramsay jealous. I'm in a sharp blazer, trying to look like I belong in a room with a general. Marcus is due to arrive at 6 p.m., along with 2 security execs. It's 4:30 p.m., and I'm double-checking everything when I hear it. A sharp, aggressive knock at the door. Freeze. Nobody knows I'm here except Marcus and his team, and they're not due for another hour and a half. I glance out the window, and there she is. Linda, the HOA president. Mid-50s, bleach-blonde bob, wearing a pastel tracksuit and a scowl that could curdle milk. In her hand, a freaking handgun. My heart's pounding. What the hell is going on? Mini cliffhanger. Why is the HOA president at my door with a gun, and what does she want? Stick around because this is about to get insane. Open the door, trying to keep my cool. Linda, I say, forcing a smile. What's with the, hardware? Her eyes narrow, and she jabs a manicured finger at me. Ethan, don't play dumb. You're in violation of HOA Code 47B, Section 12, unauthorized commercial activity. Her voice is shrill, like a kettle left on too long. She's waving the gun, not pointing it at me, but not exactly not pointing it either. Linda, I'm not running a business yet, I say, hands up. This is a private meeting. Can we talk about this without the prop? Prop? She screeches. This is my Second Amendment right, and I'll use it to protect Willow Lake from riffraff like you. Let me back up. Linda and I had history. When I bought the lodge, she'd been hounding me about every little thing. My mailbox wasn't regulation height, my landscaping was too modern, my car was parked too close to the curb. I'd tried to play nice, but she was relentless. Apparently, someone tipped her off about my Airbnb plans, and she decided today was her day to play vigilante. Linda, I'm expecting important guests, I say, glancing at my watch. 4:45 p.m. Marcus could show up any minute. Can we schedule a meeting with the board? No, she snaps, stepping closer. You're shutting this down now, or I'll have the sheriff here faster than you can say foreclosure. I'm sweating now. This woman's unhinged, and I've got a general on the way. I try to reason with her, but she's ranting about community standards and outsiders ruining the vibe. Then I hear gravel crunching in the driveway. A black SUV pulls up and my stomach drops. Mini cliffhanger. Is that Marcus? Or someone worse? You won't believe who steps out of that SUV. The SUV door opens and out steps Lieutenant General Marcus Kane. He's 60, tall, broad-shouldered, with a silver buzz cut and a presence that screams, "Don't mess with me." He's in a tailored suit, no uniform, but you can tell he's military just by how he carries himself. Behind him are 2 guys in dark suits, his security execs, I'm guessing. Linda spins around, gun still in hand, and I'm thinking, this is it. She's gonna get us all killed. Who are you? Linda demands, pointing the gun vaguely in Marcus's direction. Marcus doesn't flinch. His voice is calm, like he's ordering coffee. Ma'am, I'm here for a meeting with Ethan. I suggest you lower that weapon before this escalates. Linda blinks, clearly thrown off, but she doesn't back down. This is HOA business. You're trespassing on private property. I step between them, heart racing. Linda, this is Lieutenant General Marcus Kane. He's my guest. You need to leave. Her eyes widen, but she doubles down. I don't care if he's the Pope. You're breaking the rules, and I'm not leaving until you're out. Marcus raises an eyebrow, then turns to one of his execs. Call the sheriff. Tell them we've got an armed civilian threatening a federal contractor. Linda's face goes pale, but she's too stubborn to quit. You can't scare me. I know my rights. The tension is thick. I'm trying to de-escalate, but Linda's waving her gun, Marcus is stone-cold calm, and the execs are on their phones. Then, I notice something. Linda's hand is shaking. She's not as confident as she's acting. Mini cliffhanger. Will Linda back down, or is she about to do something even crazier? Keep watching, because this is where it gets wild. One of the execs, a guy named Tom, steps forward. He's mid-40s, built like a linebacker, with a scar across his cheek. Ma'am, he says, you've got about 10 seconds to put that gun down before I do it for you. Linda's shaking now, but she's not backing off. This is my community. You can't come in here and... Before she finishes, Marcus steps closer, his voice low and commanding. Ma'am, I've dealt with warlords and insurgents. You're not scaring me with a .38 special. Put it down. Now. I'm holding my breath. Linda's eyes dart between me, Marcus, and Tom. For a second, I think she's gonna do it. But then, BAM! She fires a shot into the air. Sound effect, gunshot, echoing. I duck instinctively, my ears ringing. Marcus doesn't move. Tom lunges forward, disarming Linda in one fluid motion. She screams, flailing as he pins her arm behind her back. The other exec, a wiry guy named Alex, is already on the phone with 911. Ethan, Marcus says, turning to me like nothing happened. Shall we proceed with the meeting? I'm dumbfounded. This guy's ice cold. Linda's sobbing now, yelling about lawsuits and her rights. Tom's got her restrained, and the sheriff's on the way. I usher Marcus and Alex inside, my hands still shaking. Mini cliffhanger. The meeting's about to start, but what's Linda gonna do when the sheriff shows up? And what's the deal with this meeting anyway? You're not ready for this twist. Mysterious, slow piano. Inside, I try to focus. Marcus and Alex sit at the dining table, pulling out laptops and folders. The meeting's about private security contracts for a classified project. Something about protecting overseas diplomats. I'm just the host, but I'm taking mental notes. This is big. Outside, I hear sirens. The sheriff arrives, and I glance out the window. Linda's in handcuffs, still yelling as they put her in the squad car. I feel a pang of guilt. She's unhinged, but she's not a criminal mastermind. Still, she brought a gun. Marcus notices my distraction. Ethan, he says, focus. This is your shot. I nod, trying to shake off the chaos. The meeting goes smoothly. Marcus is impressed with the lodge, and we're hashing out logistics for using it as a training hub. I'm starting to think I've pulled this off. Then my phone buzzes. It's a text from my neighbor, Dave. Dude, check the HOA forum. Linda's husband is losing it. I open the forum on my laptop and my jaw drops. Linda's husband, Greg, posted a manifesto claiming I set Linda up, that I'm part of a conspiracy to take over the HOA. He's rallying the neighbors to evict me. Sound effect. Dramatic sting. Marcus glances at my screen. Trouble? I explain, and he chuckles. Sounds like you've got a bigger war on your hands than I do. The meeting wraps up, and Marcus agrees to move forward with the contract. I'm thrilled, but as they leave, I check the forum again. Greg's posted a video of himself burning my mailbox. This is getting out of control. Mini cliffhanger. Greg's escalating and Linda's in custody. What's next? You're not going to believe the final twist. Upbeat, ironic twist. The next morning, I'm at the lodge, cleaning up. The sheriff calls. Linda's been released on bail, but she's facing charges for brandishing a firearm. I'm thinking this nightmare's over. Then Dave calls me. Ethan, you gotta see this. He sends me a link to a local news article. Headline: Willow Lake HOA president exposed in embezzlement scandal. Turns out, while Linda was busy playing HOA cop, the board audited the finances. She'd been skimming dues for years, tens of thousands of dollars. The gun stunt? A desperate attempt to distract from an investigation she knew was coming. Greg's mailbox-burning tantrum was just the cherry on top. I'm floored. The woman who stormed my lodge with a gun wasn't protecting the community. She was protecting her own scam. The irony? Her outburst gave the board the push they needed to dig deeper. If she'd just stayed quiet, she might have gotten away with it. Now, Linda's facing jail time. Greg's a laughingstock, and I'm the talk of Willow Lake for all the right reasons. Marcus even called to congratulate me, saying the lodge is battle-tested. The Airbnb's booked solid for months. Closing. So, what's the moral here? Never underestimate a Karen with a gun, or the power of a well-timed audit. If you love this story, smash that like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments, have you ever dealt with an HOA nightmare? Let's keep this crazy train rolling.